Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Thanks so much as always for tuning in. If you are a regular to my channel, if you're brand new, welcome. I hope that there is something here that you'll find of value. So for this particular reading, guys, we'll be taking a look at what really is in your person's heart space, whoever it is that you're focused on, whether you guys are together or going through some challenges, could also be in separation and no contact. These are the 3 decks I'll be focusing on. My Valentine connection decks, the Oracle and Tarot set, and then I'll go ahead and grab some heart cards from the Lover's Oracle right here in the middle. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout and only take the parts of it that do make sense for you and release the rest. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into some clarity for you when it comes to your love connection. All right, fire signs, let's go ahead and get some messages for you from the Lover's Oracle deck. And like I've done for the other signs, we'll go ahead and pull 3 hearts. Let's take a look and see how this goes. And of course, it's really hard to stand heart cards up. They keep tilting or falling down, so we'll see how this one goes. All right, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Our first heart. All right, you can see that for yourself. The intensity of the physical connection is reflected here. So it does say honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. For there you will find true bliss. It could also be an indication of how strong the chemistry is or continues to be when the 2 of you are together in this manner. All right, let's grab another heart for fire signs. We do have the surrender card, and it says at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. I have a feeling you've been drawn to this reading because it's been very difficult to let go. That's not an easy thing to do. You know, it's one of those things where you got to just throw it out, not throw it out, but throw it up in the air, throw it towards the universe and see where it goes, you know? If it truly is meant to find you, if it truly is meant to be for you, it will be. Let's grab one more heart for fire signs. We have deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And there are many people that tune into these readings, so of course it's different for everyone. So if you already know what it is that you're wanting to manifest between you and this person, you really do have to feel right about your decision, okay? Comes down to what you want and what it is that you would like to bring to fruition between you and this person. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some words to go along with this one. And let's take a look and see what else needs to come through. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. All right. I feel when you're thinking of me. So you guys definitely still pick up off of each other's vibes when you guys are thinking about each other. They certainly do. This is the next card. Look at this. I love you. I always will. And maybe, you know, these are words coming from this person that you are thinking about for this reading. Maybe you haven't, or you're not even sure if they thought about you or if they even feel love in their heart for you, and they absolutely are coming through in this reading to let you know that they do. Bottom of the deck, I miss you. Do you miss me? And if you have truly been guided to this reading to see where they are on this path, they love you, they miss you, they're thinking about you. Okay, it's pretty straightforward there. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot and let's take a look and see what else we can learn when it comes to the connection between the 2 of you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Despite what has happened between you and this individual, they are letting you know that you're still very much a part of their heart. All right. So what else do we need to know? Because we're looking at old chapters that are phasing out, hopefully to make way for new chapters to come in. We do have the Seven of Cups, multiple possibilities. You know, somebody had a lot of options perhaps, or it could be an indication that maybe your person is acknowledging that they made some poor choices in the past, you know, and really wanting to have a second chance to choose differently. This is the next card. So for those of you in no contact and no interaction, at least in the 3D, this is an indication that there is no movement, that we do have a stalemate here. You guys could still be at odds with one another. And so if they're not able to speak to you in the 3D and communicate in that way, I mean, just look at the intensity of their words, letting you know, that they do love you and that won't change. They really do miss you. Clearly, they are thinking about you from a distance. Maybe you are too, you know. They are letting you know that they still believe in this relationship, wishing that they could undo some of the damage perhaps, maybe acknowledging that they were the fool here or did very foolish things and just wanting to try again if you're open to it. I'm not surprised to see that we have a Tower card here. So you guys had maybe a tumultuous experience in this partnership, something painful that happened that caused the relationship to crumble. So I feel this person is letting you know that they're still very much in love with you, that they're still very attracted to you, and that they know that it's beyond their control. They're just believing and hoping that if you guys really are meant to find your way back to each other, that they would want that. Take it if it makes sense, if this pertains to a love triangle, a third-party situation. If not, it could simply indicate that when you guys parted ways, when you did have that Tower moment, it hurt them. I feel it hurt both of you tremendously. Let's see what else here. We do have the Temperance card. So patience is definitely required here in order to restore balance, some semblance of balance between the two of you, to be able to get to a place where you can interact and be civil and talk to each other. But I'm also picking up with this card that it could be a slow process. And ultimately, what they're wanting to tell you here is they would love to have another chance. They want that reconciliation. Do you want the same thing? This is the next card. We've got the Star. You could be thinking of an Aquarian here. You could have Aquarius in your chart. So they're very much all about this wish, what it is that they would want to bring forward, to bring to fruition in their life. And that's you, okay? We do have the Emperor representing the masculine showing up here. Interesting too, because the Emperor card represents Aries, okay? But I mean, regardless of what sign your masculine is, it still applies in that we have a masculine who wants to be more proactive. They want to be able to do something about the separation and the distance apart, but they need to also realize that they can't be forceful about it. They're going to have to take the necessary steps on how to win your heart back, how to be able to do this at the right time, not rushing in, you know, not being forceful in convincing the feminine that, hey, let's try this again. Let's have a do-over. Let's have a new beginning. You know, I feel this is a masculine that, yes, they're action-oriented, but they also have to tread lightly, and they have to do things right this time. Okay? Let's see what else. What else for fire signs? Oh, yeah, look. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Wands. So remember, guys, earlier we have the Two of Swords, which is really stuck energy. It's decayed. It's a stalemate. And so I feel with the Eight of Wands represented right here, and I don't know why I covered it up, I do feel that that'll eventually pick up, guys. You know, it might be moving slow, or it's not moving at all right now. Eventually it will. And I feel it coming from the masculine to be able to create some sort of movement for you guys to interact, to talk, get the conversation flowing, for you guys to be able to see each other again. And if the timing is right And if you're both on the same page, then absolutely there's the opportunity to re-explore this connection. Okay, guys, so if you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. And of course, I will link the decks you've seen here down below as well. Thank you guys so much. Take care.